Hello guys, welcome to the Geek on Flick channel. Today I'm gonna cover one of the important service from AWS, and which is very essential for the developer as well. Elastic Beanstalk from the AWS. So AWS rolled out these features, I believe, in 2014 in reInvent, and from now on it's very popular service for the developers because it's very easy to use. It's very easy to deploy and everything, because you just need to provide your code and you are good to go. So let's first check out the documentation that how it's work. So as it is mentioned on the AWS official website, it's very easy to use and deploy the web application as well as the service deploy with the various programming language like Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, Docker, and various other platform as well. Apart from that, Elastic Beanstalk, it's nothing. It's just like giving you a convenience. It's doing the same thing whatever you used to do with the manual thing, like hosting your website on EC2 instance and deploying your worker role on the EC2 instance is the same thing. But here you just need to do on drag and drop, and rest of the thing will be handled by the AWS. So later on, once we will jump into the demo, you will get more idea that how it's work. So now let's go to the Elastic Beanstalk. So first of all, I believe you will have the AWS free tier account. If you don't have, you can go to the AWS official website and you can follow the step to how to create the free tier account. After creating the free tier account, you will jump into the management console, and over there you will have the search bar. So there you can search that Elastic Beanstalk. Or either you can go in the services, and under the compute section you will find out that Elastic Beanstalk. So now click on that Elastic Beanstalk. Now Elastic Beanstalk contain various components. So first of all, what application it consists. So first and foremost, we need to create one application. So let's create one new application. Okay, now there will be two kind of application. One will be the web service environment. So basically this we will use to host the web applications, our HTTP APIs and kind of stuff, basically, which is public facing things, whichever that face the public traffic. And the other type of the environment is the worker environment. So now what it is basically kind of cron jobs, or the kind of worker roles that you wanted to do. So in this demo we will take the web service environment. Okay, now in the application name you can give any application name, right? Environment you can give anything. Let's give it the test env. Application name we choose. Now domain, for the domain name you can, let's say, Geek on Flick, and the rest of the part will be provided by the AWS. Let's check the availability. So yeah, it is available. Description is optional. If you want, you can give. Now here the platform is the very essential part. So here you can choose the various option, and I believe AWS is constantly increasing this list. So right now you have the various very well-known programming language. Apart from that, you can also utilize the Docker as well. So pretty much you can cover all of the platform. So we will go with the Python. Now this is choose platform. It is only available when you choose the Docker. So custom platform, let's say if you go with the Docker, why it's not getting that custom platform. But whenever you choose the Docker, it will ask you that which kind of platform you have used in the Docker. So that's for the Python. Now for the sample application, if you have the existing application, you just need to provide your code. Now there are various requirements for it, that how you will write your code, and you will also require one configuration file, but you can easily find on the AWS documentations, and some of the applications or some of the samples you can find in the Git repository as well. The link you can also find in the AWS official website. So if you have the existing website, you can choose that one, but here we're gonna use the sample application. There are other more configuration as well, which is the advanced kind of thing. That's, let's say you want to put your web application behind the load balancer, or you want to decide your capacity, that how many instances you want for that. There are various kind of rolling updates, like how you want to do a deployment for your applications. Then after monitoring, you can use the CloudWatch and X-Ray as well. Then after database, that whether you want to deploy and provision the database with this environment, or you want to provision your database separately. Apart from that, the advanced features is network as well, but we're not gonna do this one because this is just for the demo purpose. So we'll leave as it is, and we will create the environment. Now it will take pretty much around 5 minutes or 6 minutes, because it is launching your EC2 instance at the same time. So at the same time, we can go to the EC2 section and we can see here it will show all the logs that what happening in that process. So first what it did, it downloaded your application from the S3 bucket, because AWS have already put a certain sample application in the S3 bucket. It also created the security group with this name. It created the elastic IP address as well. It's initializing the one EC2 instance as well. So now if we'll go, you should see the EC2 instance here. Okay, you can see here I didn't launch any EC2 instance. This is direct coming from our elastic Beanstalk. Now this is the automation process. Now if you will delete the elastic Beanstalk, it will automatically delete the EC2 instance as well. Right, so just give it a second. There we go. So waiting for EC2 instance to launch, and it may take few minutes. So it's already launched. It will show the timing as well. And here we can see the security group which is created for that. So let's match the ID 7 and 1, which is end with the DTS. So 7 and 1 end with the DTS. Okay, so now successfully launched the environment with this one, and our application is available on these endpoints. So it will provide us the one DNS which is provided by the AWS, but you can easily map with your own domain name like www.xyz.com as well. So now let's put this environment. They also provided the instance ID as well. So now if you will take this instance ID from here, so this is the nice console which is provided by AWS. Okay, so here if I will put instance ID just to make sure it, here we go. So that is the EC2 instance. Anyways, we have only one EC2 instance. So now the application is looking healthy. This is the environment which we are using for our web application, and running right version is this one. Now your application can have multiple version. So now if we go on the Elastic Beanstalk, and if we see here, this is our application, all the application. In that one we have the demo application. Now the demo application could have multiple environment, test environment, your prod environment, your testing and your development environment as well. So you can create multiple environment by here and clicking on this one. It's the same thing whatever the step we perform initially, but you need to provide the different names, and once you create the entire environment, it will show up here as another environment. Now if I click on that one, it will bring me here, and here you can see this is your domain name. If I click on that one, and there we go, our application is up and running. Congratulations, your first AWS Elastic Beanstalk Python application is now running on your own dedicated environment in the AWS cloud. If you want to go further and if you want to know in more detail, there are certain links which AWS provide for the documentation. You can go further and research it more. There are various kind of other features as well. It is also integrated with other AWS services as well. For the monitoring and alarm, it is integrated with the CloudWatch, so it shows all your metrics, what is the CPU utilization and what is the memory utilization, internet output and input throughputs as well. You can put certain events as well, that whenever the EC2 instance get launched, whenever your environment is down, when your server is down, it will notify you by your email. Apart from that, this is the health, that how many server instance are healthy, how many servers is still in pending, if there any severe detection in the environment as well, it will show that as well. Then after logs, and whatever the configuration it used to show when we were creating the environment, the same kind of configuration it will show here as well. So you can modify any of them. Let's check this one, capacity. So right now we have the single instance application, but as I mentioned earlier, if you want to put it behind the load balancer, it will automatically launch the load balancer and it will put your application on multiple instances to make it highly available. Okay, so yeah, that's our entire AWS Elastic Beanstalk application. Okay, bye, see you guys, see you on next video.